Instrumental in the development of the strategic plan we are announcing today. His company, Nicodemus Communications Group, is an alliance partner and an in-kind sponsor. Please welcome Ron Nicodemus. Let me remove my props here.
Thank you, Valerie. Valerie mentioned that a little while ago that there's a large vision here for not only for Howard County, but also how do we take this idea, these principles, and how do we transition those to other communities that surround Howard County and hopefully throughout the country. So a number of us got together and said, well, we obviously have big plans, so we need to put together a strategic plan that defines the different elements of this particular initiative, and also the way that they need to be integrated so that they are supportive of the mission and the vision and will hopefully see success not only here but throughout the country. So there are a number of elements in the strategic plan. I'm just going to give you a very top level so that you know what's encompassed in this. And there are copies of the strategic plan available if you want to see the details. And there will also be a copy that will be downloadable from the website very soon. So the first of the elements was to really look at and define the program elements of the initiative, the ways that the organizations and the county will engage in this, as well as the tools. And Valerie mentioned the biggest tool that we've had so far has been that magnet that draws everybody's attention to Civility. So we're going to look at, in just a couple minutes, some of the current programs and tools and some of the new ideas going forward. Second piece of the strategic plan was to really look at a communication strategy. And because we want to build awareness, we want to get information out there to engage others within the community and beyond. So we looked at that in two different ways. One was an internal communication strategy and tactics, which allowed us to better communicate with our partners and all of our participants on a regular basis, with information, updates, and that sort of thing, and provide them the support that they need. And the second was to develop the tactics for an external communications and marketing strategy, which is actually leveraging the media, leveraging other channels to get the word out there. The third area was partnerships and participation. Valerie said that we've already had just enthusiastic support from a number of partners within the community. We want to grow that. So part of that was to define exactly what are these different partnership levels, what are the opportunities, how do we engage people, whether you're a large organization or business or whether you're an individual who wants to get involved. So we've defined that in the partnerships part of this and clarified what those different levels are and what the expectations and benefits are for that. Structure and support. The library has been the lead organization and has gotten an enormous amount of support from the partners in the last 2 years. But looking at the future plans and looking at the amount of work, we needed to better define how are we going to get the work done. So the library will continue to be the lead organization providing direction and vision and kind of the strategic direction for this. We're creating an advisory board. And these will be key members of the community that will input into this, meet 4 times a year, and help with that strategic direction. Now I'd like to introduce Chrissy Lassen, who is the Director of Public Relations for the library, and she'll tell you about some of the exciting new things that we've got coming up. Thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure to talk a little bit about some of the new key components of the initiative. We've done a True Civility Symposium once, and we're going to continue at this again, but we're moving to the fall and incorporating it into True Civility Week, which will begin on October 5th. And during this week, we'll ask participants to plan civility-related activities for their internal and external customers. The symposium will be the culmination of that week, and will take place on Thursday, October 8th at the APL Kosciuszko Conference Center. So stay tuned for more details about that. We're also pleased to announce the creation of Choose Civility Awards. Open to community-wide nominations, Choose Civility Awards will recognize 4 outstanding examples of civility among businesses, nonprofits, government agencies, educational institutions, and bestow the Heroic Act of Civility Award to an individual or business for outstanding achievement. The Choose Civility Awards are sponsored by Ascend One and will be given at the symposium. Currently in development, the Choose Civility Business Education Model is a training program for Howard County businesses, nonprofits, and government agencies. The module aims to infuse the principles of civility into established training sessions and community workshops. And we are still looking for funding for that. So if you have a grant that you'd like to get. As we've developed these components, and as Choose Civility gains momentum across the country, we decided it was time to update the logo to include a graphic element which would represent the community embracing the principles of civility and bring the concept to life. We worked with a very talented graphic artist, Nikki Eisenhower, who created the image of joyous people in a circle, which you see on the banner, on posters, and on other materials here today. We've also begun redesigning our website to reflect the new look and to add new content. When it's finished, the new site, choosecivility.org, will include news and announcements, items for sale, downloadable tools and graphic elements, blogs, and other forms of interactive communications. While several marketing tools are currently available, card magnets being the most popular, but also bookmarks and marketing kits, we are excited to introduce a brand new item, Faces of Civility posters. This series of 15 posters is intended to build awareness of the initiative. Each poster features one of the principles of civility with a related quote and a photograph of a Howard County leader or citizen representing the county's diversity. These are just 6 of the 15. The remainder are on a table in the back. If you are featured on one of these posters, please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Nestor Benavides from Fern, Rachelina Bonacci from Howard County Tourism, she's on vacation now. Vic Broccolino from Howard County General Hospital, Lieutenant Michelle Denton from the Howard County Police Department, Madison Fields, a middle school student, Valerie Gross from Howard County Library, Allison Holly, a reading teacher at Oakland Mills High School, Pam Clark from the Howard County Chamber of Commerce, Tina May, a high school student, David Mishner from Bridgeway Community Church, Joseph Murray from Ascend One Corporation, Feely Sola Carter from Conexiones, Jean Somerville, a customer at 50 Plus Center, Ryan Swanson, a member and customer of the ARC of Howard County, and last but certainly not least, Howard County Executive Ken Ullman. Please give our Faces of Civility. Mr. County Executive, as a token of our appreciation for your support of this initiative, we have a framed copy of the poster for you. These posters can be used individually or as a group. They are available to businesses, organizations, and individuals, all participants, in a variety of sizes, and will be downloadable from the Choose Civility website. You may also order them through the website to be professionally printed, as these were, from Rapid Signs, one of our alliance partners. We will also make these posters downloadable templates, so you participants, schools, whoever, agencies, can insert photos and names of their own students, employees, or customers for use in promoting their own civility projects. So a couple of other new tools to be developed. We're working on a number of new tools, including banners, tabletop display units, a rear view mirror decals to remind yourself to be civil, as you perhaps in the back of the house behind you, e-cards, note cards, and other promotional items. So that's just it in a nutshell.